Let's do something green, shall we? I think we'll do a green juice. One from my book, actually. This one I call Workout Juice. The reason I call it Workout Juice, it has the perfect balance of minerals, potassiums, electrolyte, magnesium, for using either before you go to workout or for after you finish the workout to replace those electrolytes that you used. And what am I talking about? I'm talking about cucumber, talking about celery. We're going to put in some apple and we're going to top it off with some lemon. All right, so let me show you how to prep with the cold press juicer. With apples, right, they'll fit in whole. Kuvings is the only one where you can put a whole apple straight into the machine and juice it in a cold press juicer. With the cucumbers, we're just going to chop those into little chunks so that they fit through the machine. And with the celery, everyone always asks me about celery juicing in the machine. How easy is it to juice celery? Well, celery has, I'll just crack it here. Look, it's got this long, stringy, fibrous tissue that runs down the spine of the celery, right? If you put the celery in whole like this, that is going to wrap around the press, okay? So it'll still juice, it'll still do the job, but what will happen is it'll make it a mess to clean. And if you're juicing a lot of celery juice, a litre or so, then you might have to clean it before you even finish juicing the litre. We don't want to do that. So the simple, easiest way, guys, is to grab your knife and just run it across the stalk of the celery. Simple, easy. And I think the best way to determine the width of a thumb, right? The width of a thumb is the width you want to do it. Let me show you why. Because of the strainer, right? The strainer at the bottom, the exit hole where the pulp is going to come out from is about that width. So that's a little tip on how you do it. With the leaves, do you juice them? Do you not juice them? That's going to be up to you, but they have a really bitter flavour. So if you've not drunk celery juice before, I say maybe let's not use those, put them in the compost, but you certainly can juice them if you want. Let's have a look. What else do we need to do here? A little bit more prep. Got the cucumber. With the lemon, do we leave the skin on or do we take the skin off? Really simple, guys. Again, your choice. You can juice the skin. It adds a really nice, zesty lemon flavour to it. It's not like orange. With the orange skin, you really got to take it off. It's just too bitter. You're not going to like it. But when you use the lemon, it has a really nice flavour. I like it, so I'm going to leave it on for this juice. What I am going to do is, you're not going to put the whole lemon straight into the juicer like that. The reason is because as it's squeezing and pressing that whole lemon, you can imagine it squeezing and pressing, juice is going to get caught in there, right? And then it's going to have to try to push the pulp out. If we just cut it in a couple of slices, we'll get maximum amount of juice, right? Maximum amount of flavour, and I don't have to use as much. Literally one slice of lemon is enough to flavour this whole juice. So let's have a go. Just turn the machine on. We've got the juicing strainer in there, check. Now, order of ingredients can be important because you normally want to put the softer stuff in first. So let's start with the cucumber. I'm just going to pop the cucumber in. You'll see the machine starting to press and squeeze the juice. Again, allow the time for the juicer to do the work. There's a reason that you've invested in a cold press juicer. It's because it has more nutrition, it extracts more juice, but you just got to let it do the job. Okay, let's do the celery next. So have a look at this, guys. Whilst I can't put the whole stalk, or I don't want to put the whole stalk straight down, I can put a nice big handful straight into the machine, and it'll pull it in and squeeze it through. Again, look, nice big handfuls. I've got about 4 stalks here that I'm running through. You want to just, rinse them under the tap, give them a bit of a wipe over, make sure they're nice and clean. And you can see how easy and how quickly that has juiced 4 stalks of celery. Have a look. I've got nearly 400 mils of juice already, guys. That's the Amazing from a cold press juicer. I don't know if you can see on here, guys, on the camera, if it's coming through, but that's the pulp. It's coming out nice and dry, right? There's no juice left in that pulp. So again, advantages of having cold press juicer. Okay, apples, chuck them in. How good is it to use a juicer, a cold press machine, and not have to cut it up into a lot of other machines? They need to be cut into small little pieces so that you can push it in, and then you've got to use the plunger, right, to push it down and get it through. Whereas with the self-feeding mechanism, I can literally chop the whole apple in and it'll squeeze and press it for me. Now, one more coming here. Let's let the juice out, just in the nick of time. I've got so much juice going already, but I want to put the lemon in. We'll do that right last, so let's get that lemon in. I might put a bit extra, let's put 2 in. Feeling lemony today. Okay, what about a bottle? Turn that off. Have a look at that, guys. Look at the colour, look at the green, right? Just from a couple of ingredients. Now the advantage, what other advantages are there? With a cold press juice, I can put this in the fridge and I can keep it for 3 days. 3 days, 4 days, the lemon helps to keep it fresh because it hasn't oxidized, it hasn't been burnt, it hasn't had that fast spinning metal blades that are in a normal juicer. So we can keep it fresh. Most of the time when you make a juice and you've got one of those cheaper machines, those older style centrifugal machines, there's no way you can keep the juice. It's just going to oxidize, it'll go brown, those apples is going to go really brown really quick, whereas this is going to stay nice and green. Pop it in the fridge. At home, I will always make up, 3 or 4 of these bottles, pop them in the fridge, and then throughout the day you've got the juice ready to go. So let's have a little look. Taste test. It's always important to do the taste test, right? Oh my God. So well balanced with flavour. Not too sweet, a little bit of tang from the lemon, and really refreshing, really hydrating. Celery and cucumber mixed together with the apples. Fantastic after you've done a workout, which is why I've called it workout juice. I think you're going to love this one.